It's finally time to launch my newest YouTube series, Share My Story. I'm Vincent A. Lanci, and we all have a story to share. If we share it with each other, we can help each other battle through our difficult times. My story is, when I was 21 years old, I was the victim of a hit-and-run accident while on foot. After coming out of a coma and suffering a traumatic brain injury, I realized I needed to make my mental health a priority. That's my story, and I want to hear your story. For the series premiere, I bring on a longtime friend, Tom Oliva. He is going to share his story, why he recently moved from New York to Portland, and the why for his business. His why is so deep, which means his business has a lot to offer. He's going to share all that and more. So allow me to now introduce Tom Oliva. Tom, thank you for coming on the show.
Always a pleasure. I wish I saw more of you, but as we're growing up, we're obviously getting busier and busier. I just moved out to the West Coast with my girlfriend, started a CBD company. The awareness out here is a little bit higher. There's a lot more end users, but plenty of action in New York. We're actually going to be skipping back to town, probably in a year or so. But it's really exciting. I started the company. We launched less than a year ago, but I've been working on it for 2 or 3 years now, ever since CBD went legal a couple months after that. And it was really kind of started with my grandfather. He had gotten diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and kind of took a bad decline, had a lot of traditional medicines failing him. So we started to do some research. I had another local friend that was in the field that was a little bit more familiar with cannabinoids, which is the term that CBD is short for. And it's just helped him a lot. It helped him sleep, helped him eat, helped his swelling, helped his mood. And it was really inspiring to get the word out there and to try to see if it would help other people with other issues. So that's what I did. It started to help my mother, it started to help my girlfriend, different types of stress, anxieties, pains, you name it, it really does help. And that's when I quit my job doing construction. My family has had a long history in the construction field. My great-grandfather came over from Italy and started a tile company in Northport in the 1920s, and it's still in business. I kind of left what was in the roots, in the blood, to do something that was a little bit more of a risk. There are a lot of other CBD companies. It's a lot of competition, but awareness is still low, and our company is very different. What makes our company different is we take pride in a lot of eco-friendly practices. So we have all glass containers. We use all recycled paper materials, all plant-based inks. Even the glue on our labels is eco-friendly. So we're trying to take a big push with that. We give back. We're working with a couple different organizations, trying to figure out which ones to start doing some donations. Now that we're coming up on business for a year, we can start giving back with some dollars. But we also have been doing some cleanups. We did a cleanup out here in Portland, up against the Columbia River, cleaning up some garbage and a bunch of different concrete that's been there for a while, trying to set up a beach. And yeah, we're just basically trying to spread our eco-friendly agenda, trying to inspire other customers, other businesses, and also just spread wellness for people, pets, and of course, our planet.
Well, congratulations on the new company and early success. And you shared your why. Usually when there's a why involved, success will follow. How do you like the difference from living out west when you grew up on the East Coast?
It's definitely different, but it's got its positives and negatives. So East Coast, New York, up-tempo, a little in-your-face, quickness. You can't teach the New York work ethic. It's not everywhere, but it follows you if you kind of were born in with it. But things out here, it's a little bit more chill, a little bit slower pace, which is good on some days, bad on others. But the nature is what's big with me. as you can tell, us having an eco-friendly passion. I always grew up upstate in the Catskills and in the Adirondacks. Just absolutely love the outdoors. And so out here, lots of rivers, mountains, the coast is crazy. The way the mountains meet the water, there's just something a little bit different in the air. And it's nice. It's really enjoyable on the downtime, the free time, ditching the technology, getting outside. This is some elite nature out here.
Yeah, it's definitely quite beautiful. Beautiful everywhere you look. I'm going to ask you now, New York, where we're from, known for their food, their bagels, their pizza. What is your favorite piece of food now out on the West Coast?
Ooh, that's tough because I got to say, food has been a little bit of a disappointment coming from New York, having these Italian roots. It's, food's big. I got to say, the best thing out here so far are the donuts. They have some incredibly insane donuts. Portland's kind of known for their donuts. There's Voodoo Donut. We've been frequenting Sesame Donut, which is really good too. And then the Thai cuisine. Kind of the more Pacific foods. The Korean barbecue's been really good. Thai cuisine's been really good. Hard to find really good Italian food. There's only been like 2 restaurants that were good. Pizza's pretty much non-existent, but they make up for their sweets and their Thai and like Korean foods are really good too.
Pizza in Florida as well is a long way different than New York. We spoke about Tom's company a little bit today. He's doing some eco-friendly things. He's getting involved in the community. He talked about his move out west into a new state during COVID. Tom, I'm going to ask you for your last word here. What would you like to end off with our listeners today?
I want to say that if you have any questions about CBD or if you've tried it and it didn't work, I'd love for you guys to give Sonny's a try or at least reach out to me or reach out to Vin to get in contact with me. I want to answer questions. I want to get people more educated. It is so healthy for you. It is so healthy for any of your pets, animals. We work with a bunch of sanctuaries where we're giving it to pigs, cows, goats, chickens, horses, all sorts of animals. It's just very healthy. And it's something that anybody that's in any type of mental or physical pain should try. And we would love to be that source. Reach out for a free sample or anything like that. We want to help.
Well, yeah, let's share how they can get in touch with you, the email, the website, some social media.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're at Sonny's Wellness on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Our website is sonnyswellness.com. You can reach out to me personally at tom@sonnyswellness.com. And, just to reiterate, we want to be that bridge, that educational resource, and just to help people's well-being.
You heard it from Tom today. He's got a lot to offer. And Tom, I want to thank you so much for coming on for the first episode on my new YouTube series. It's great to see you and catch up with you. For everyone else tuning in today, we all have a story to share. We need to share it. We can resonate with others and help others through our own experiences. If you enjoyed Tom's testimonial today, reach out to see if you should be interviewed for this show. info@vincentalanci.com. Thank you for tuning in and happy Friday.
Thanks, Vin. Thanks for having me. And I love what you're doing. Talking about it is everything. Get those positive vibes out into the open. Have a good day, man. Thank you.